Welcome viewers. In this video, we, Christians challenging to any Muslims, who give us answer to these questions, and prove us wrong, then I am sure, this can compel many Christians to accept Islam. But, don't get excited. Here is a simple criteria to do this. You have to present your answer from your Quran, Hadith or from the Bible. And your answers must not contradict between your sources. I will try to make it simple and short. Remember this in your mind. Your answers must not contradict between your sources. So, here are the questions. If Quran was perfectly written down at the time of Muhammad, means when he lived till 632 AD. Then show me one complete manuscript of Quran, which could date between 100 years after his death. Means, from 632 to 732 AD. If Muhammad lived around 570 to 632 AD, and he began his ministry from 610 to till his death, which is 632 AD. Then show me one hadith, which was written down until 150 years after Muhammad died. This is 2017. Is Quran was perfectly written down at the time of Muhammad? Is it unchanged till today? Prove us. Was the Quran, which was written at the time of Muhammad, was perfectly preserved till today? Remember, nothing should have damaged from the original Quran, till now. Every prophets proved their prophethood by doing prophecy, which was already fulfilled. Show me one prophecy, which Muhammad prophesied, and which was fulfilled. Show me one verse in the Quran, which says to Muslims, you should friends with non-Muslims, or make peace with non-Muslims, with context. If Muhammad was the last prophet of God, then show me one verse in the Bible, which prophesied about Muhammad. If Muhammad was the last and greatest prophet of all, then show me one incident in Quran, or Hadith, where Allah himself met with Muhammad, or Muhammad himself heard Allah's voice directly. In fact, in the Bible, from Adam to till John, everyone either heard directly from God, and also met with God, directly or indirectly. Where did Jesus himself said in the Quran, I did not die on the cross? Where did Jesus himself said in the Bible, I did not die on the cross? Show me one verse in the Bible, where Jesus himself says this, I am not God. Or, Bible itself says this, Jesus is not God. If Jesus did not die on the cross, which Quran declares, then show us one historian, who lived at that time of Jesus, or in the 1st century, says that, the man who died on the cross, was not Jesus. My last question is very simple, and the most important question for both Muslims and Christians. There are about 2.6 billion Christians, who follow Jesus Christ. And about 1.6 billion Muslims, who follow Allah and Muhammad. Let's just compare between these two. In the Bible, Jesus did miracles which only God can do. Jesus raised dead people. Jesus answered prayer. Jesus did prophecy which fulfill. Jesus lived a perfect sinless life. Died for others without any crime. And rose from the dead. And let's just compare this to Allah and Muhammad. No one in the history of Islam, anyone ever heard or seen Allah. Muhammad did not perform any miracle. Muhammad never heard or saw Allah. The prophecy of Muhammad is fraud. What is the criteria of a prophet? Prophecy, right? Muhammad lived a sinful life and died. So here is the question for my Muslim friends. Why should I follow Muhammad? Give me one good reason that I, or any Christian, should leave Jesus, the God, and follow this man named Muhammad, and unseen Allah. Give me one good reason to accept Islam. So folks, here are 13 simple questions for Muslims, which they can answer and convert a Christian to Islam. I have more questions, which I am asking in my ongoing video series name, 20 Questions Muslims Don't Like to Be Asked. And don't worry guys, I will revert every answers of yours to show that we Christians do not turn our back like some so-called internet fake debaters do. Do not post unnecessary questions, or abusive language which is out of the topic. Finally, remember the criteria, and answer it wisely.